It's Tuesday, August 30th, 2011, and on tonight's edition of CSB 9 News, a new tropical storm has formed in the Atlantic. Should South Florida brace itself? On the eve of 9/11's 10th anniversary, Caroline Granados spends a day in the life of a local firefighter. And Katrina Jones visits the food truck craze that is sweeping our local community. All that and more starting now. Welcome to CSB 9 News. I'm Daniel Rivera. Hurricane Irene's effects are still being felt throughout the East Coast, as early estimates put the damage at over $10 billion. The storm has also been blamed for over 40 deaths in 11 states. Throughout the region, hundreds of roads were impassable because of flooding, fallen trees, and collapsed bridges. Utilities from Virginia to Maine have reported that over 1 million customers are still without electricity. Meanwhile, here at home, Tropical Storm Katia is strengthening in the Atlantic. Currently, it has sustained winds of 60 miles per hour and is forecasted to be a hurricane tomorrow night. August has become the deadliest month yet for United States forces in the nearly 10-year-old war in Afghanistan. The death toll eclipsed the previous record of 65 killed in July 2010. Nearly half of the deaths occurred when insurgents shot down the Chinook helicopter August 6, killing 30 troops, mostly elite Navy SEALs. With the 10th anniversary of 9/11 on the horizon, Caroline Granados spent an entire day with the local firefighter.
Women are beginning to enter into what has traditionally been a male-dominated profession. And for one of Hialeah's female firefighters, Jasmine Chavez, easy is just not a word to describe her days here at Station 3. Every sea shift, Jasmine Chavez and her fellow firefighters go to work risking their lives to save the people in their community.
I decided to become a firefighter. First off, it runs in my family. I grew up around it. My grandfather, my father, several of my cousins and uncles.
Her normal day at the station is always hectic, to say the least. And when the weather gets bad, so do the calls.
50-year-old with chest pain, Western Court and 603.
The one vehicle was traveling westbound and the other vehicle was at the stop sign. Didn't notice that the car was there. Attempted to make a left and failed to yield. The elderly lady here was just feeling chest pains, just nerves from the car accident, but everybody's fine.
I'd say the most rewarding part of our job would be actually making a difference in someone's life. A lot of people don't understand that when we go on these calls, you're walking into this person's life, and to be able to go in there and give them a sense of relief that things are going to be okay, or help them out in what they consider an emergency, I think that's the most rewarding.
At Station 3, everyone is expected to work hard as a team, and today, that included me.
Thanks, Caroline. The MTV Video Music Awards made another splash this past Sunday in Los Angeles. Lady Gaga came dressed as her male alter ego, Joe Calderon, winning Best Female Video. Katy Perry took Video of the Year for Firework, but the biggest news came when Beyoncé came on stage showing her newly pregnant waist to a surprise crowd. The revelation sent shockwaves throughout cyberspace, breaking all Twitter records. Food trucks have been sweeping South Florida. Here's Katrina Jones with the story.
Thank you and good evening for joining us at the Miami Food Trucks. Tonight we're going to be taking a closer look at the Miami Food Trucks and their customers. We had a quick chance to speak with Patrick, the owner of Mangia Mia, who told us about his truck and the specialty dish, the Smasher.
We actually have a full Italian kitchen menu, and one of the things we're most known for is what's called a Smasher. And it's 2 meatballs that are smashed between garlic toast, mozzarella, marinara sauce, and it's grilled up on both sides. It's like a comfort food meatball grilled cheese sandwich.
This festival goes on from 6 to 11 p.m. Treat your taste buds to these diverse dishes in an inexpensive fashion. And we're interviewing Tony the Hitman. He's the #1 DJ at this Miami Food Truck event. How popular does this get? Like, around what time of the year have you seen it increase the most?
Well, today it's been the best ever. We have 60 food trucks out here tonight. There's over 3,000 people out here tonight. Hope you guys come out and enjoy it.
Not to anyone's surprise, this is a very popular upbeat event. People like to call it the melting pot of flavor. What are you here for?
Ice cream.
She's here for the ice cream. And what about you?
Ice cream.
Thank you for joining us again at the Miami Food Trucks. As you can see, it's very busy and the food and people are out of control. You guys should definitely join us next time at this Miami Food Truck event. Thank you. Reporting live from CSB, Katrina Jones.
Thank you, Katrina. And now for sports, the man who's never wrong, Brian Wright.
Ja'Cory Harris, Sean Spence, and Travis Benjamin are among the 12 Hurricanes who must sit out games and repay benefits before they can be reinstated. Several players accepted benefits from former booster Nevin Shapiro, some while being recruited. These include defensive lineman Olivier Vernon, safety Ray Armstrong, and tight end Dyron Dye, who are suspended 4 to 6 games. The NCAA's ruling means sophomore Stephen Morris will be leading the Canes through the smoke to start the season versus Maryland on Monday night. The Hurricanes still may face more sanctions as the NCAA's investigation into Miami's compliance continues. That was sports. I'm Brian Wright. Back to you, Danny.
Thank you, Brian. And thank you all for watching this edition of CSB 9 News. I'm Daniel Rivera. Good night.